Welcome to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, YouTube TV is rolling out some new features. We'll break down all these new features and what you need to know about them. DirecTV and DirecTV Stream are going to keep Bally Sports. Now, Comcast has a deadline that could be expired before you see this video. We'll break down what's happening. And Paramount Global gets some new leadership and a $5 billion offer to merge with Skydance. We'll break down these stories and a whole lot more here in a quick moment. First though, if you want to learn anything more about the stories I'm about to talk about, you can find a link to each one in the show notes and in the first pinned comment, so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinion. If you're new here and you like what we do, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. It really does help, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of TV and still watch the shows that you enjoy. With that said, let's start off with YouTube TV. This week, YouTube TV is rolling out several improvements. One was out before, but got rolled back. Now it's coming out again, and that's enhanced 1080p. We talked about that a little while ago. But also, multi-view is coming to Android mobile devices. Now, iOS got this back in late February, March, I think it was, somewhere in that time frame, which allows you to watch up to 4 streams at once on iPads and iPhones. Now Android phones and Android tablets can do the same. This feature has been available on most smart TV apps, so you can watch up to 4 sporting events, for example, at one time. Now it's still pre-created for streams there, and I know I was kind of wondering how that would look on a small phone. I have a Pixel 8 Pro version. Looks really nice. Also, my Android tablet does it very well. Now that brings multi-view to mobile devices and smart televisions. Still no multi-view in desktop web browsers and the like, but you can always open multiple browsers, kind of range them on your screen as you want if you want to go that way. Now YouTube TV is rolling this out. It was first filed by 9 to 5 Google. This is on top of the 1080p enhanced streaming quality that I talked about in yesterday's video. If you haven't watched that, go check out yesterday's video. I'll break all that down. But that improves the quality of the stream. It gets much smoother motion on the screen, like when I move my hand or football flies across the screen and more. Nice to see YouTube TV continuing to bring new features and improving the service. They are on track to become the largest provider of television in the United States if this trend continues. Let's keep moving along. DirecTV, another top 5 service for live television. And DirecTV Stream, its streaming and satellite services, has struck a deal with Bally Sports to bring, or keep, I should say, Bally Sports on DirecTV. Now, Bally Sports and DirecTV reached a temporary deal late last year to keep Bally Sports artisans on DirecTV and DirecTV Stream. That was a temporary deal, though, because it was expected that Bally Sports would close and go out of business this year. But now, thanks to some investments from Amazon and some a deal struck with Sinclair to infuse some money into the company, they're hoping to go long-term and not just be here for the rest of the MLB season, but be here for good. And with that, DirecTV is striking a long-term deal to keep them on DirecTV Stream and DirecTV. For cord cutters, this is one of the few streaming services, along with Fubo, that offers that offers Bally Sports, excuse me. Now, in many Bally Sports markets, you can subscribe directly to them through the Bally Sports Plus service. At some point in the future, we don't know when, their streaming subscription, independent standalone one, will move to Amazon channels, and you'll subscribe through Amazon to get Bally Sports that way. If you don't subscribe to a cable provider, no deadline for when that will happen. Now, Comcast has a deadline of tonight when I'm recording this, tomorrow morning when you're watching this. Comcast may have lost Bally Sports. We'll see what happens there. Bally Sports cannot afford to lose the second largest provider of television in the United States right now. Comcast is that. We'll see how that plays out, but if it does go dark, we'll have full coverage over at cordcuttersnews.com. As always, I record these videos the night before. I publish them about 7 a.m. Sometimes, things like this happen where there's a midnight deadline in between that. So check that out, cordcuttersnews.com, for any updated coverage. Paramount received a final $5 billion offer from Skydance. Now, this is a slightly lower offer than was originally made. It comes as there's a lot of confusion and interesting movements. Spectrum is currently in talks with Paramount, for example, and if a deal is not reached, Spectrum could drop all Paramount channels. Now, it's being reported by Puck News and others that a deal has been reached for a temporary extension. These are very common that we'll see an extension of Paramount on Spectrum, which probably means they're close to a deal. Now, that deal will likely include dropping several Paramount channels and may even include bundling Paramount Plus into Spectrum services. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. You know, yesterday I talked about which channels I thought were most likely to be dropped by Spectrum, which include like the MTV2s and similar channels. Keep a close eye on this. The fact right now that neither side is publicly talking about the fight suggests to me that they're close to a deal and that an extension is probably true in place, like Puck News has. Usually when we're this close, we've already had several days of television advertisements and scrolling banners and the like, pushing the fact that Spectrum could drop Paramount channels. We haven't seen any of that. That suggests a deal probably was in place, and we'll see an extension. But for now, we'll have to wait to see how it plays out. The sticking points that seem to be in bundling Paramount Plus into it. Not free, you're going to pay for it, part of your bundle, and dropping some Paramount channels. I'll keep a close eye on this, have coverage over at cordcuttersnews.com. All right, here's the big question that comes up. How much do people pay for cord cutting in 2024? Is it cheaper to have cable television? We asked over 1,000 of our readers and viewers here, and you guys told us on average over 63% of you pay for $50 or less every month in television. This is for all streaming services combined. You pay less than $50. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Luke, YouTube TV, Hulu, all that's over that. That's like $70 alone right there. Well, that is true, but the vast majority of cord cutters do not pay for services like that. When we serve, according to Leachman Research Group, there were 1.8 million, or excuse me, 7 million new Americans became cord cutters in 2023. Only 1.8 million of them, a little over that, subscribed to a live TV streaming service like YouTube TV in 2023. New additions there. That means the vast majority of new cord cutters are not subscribing to a live TV service like YouTube TV. And that's how a lot of the key savings comes. Now, it's always a debate here. Is cord cutting cheaper if you want all these channels and you need a live service? Well, overwhelmingly, people are saying yes, as we see 7 million people cancel cable and move to streaming. Now, with that, a lot of the best shows on television are not available on cable. If you go back to cable, you're not going to get the new Star Trek, the new Star Wars shows, the new Disney content, the new Marvel shows. They are only available on streaming. So just going back to cable is not going to give you that. For example, you can't watch every NFL game with cable television anymore. Thursday Night Football is on Amazon. Select games are now on Peacock and other streaming services. If the days of being able to watch everything you want with cable TV are a thing of the past if you don't have streaming. So move back to cable likely means you still will retain some streaming services, as you can't watch everything you want without them. All right, yesterday, Roku and NBC Universal announced a partnership to make streaming the 2024 Olympics in Paris a little easier. These Summer Olympics are coming up fast, and Roku will launch a new NBC Olympic zone on the Roku home screen, where you find all the Olympic coverage, which includes over 5,000 hours of live coverage streaming through Peacock and other places in one central place. Now, not all of this will be free. A lot of this will be locked behind the Peacock subscription, but you'll be able to quickly find it through the Roku home screen in a zone specifically dedicated to the Summer Olympics, leading up to and during the 2024 Summer Olympics, making Roku and NBC one of the easier ways to find the Olympics in 2024. And lastly, Samsung TV Plus has announced a new partnership with Major League Baseball, PGA Golf, Formula One, AHL, and more to put a ton of new streaming sports content on the Samsung TV Plus streaming service. Now, if you have a newer Samsung TV, this is included. It's also available on some mobile devices, where you'll be able to now access curated content from PGA, Major League Baseball, and the like for free with ads on your Samsung TV Plus app. Huge amount of content. If you want to find that, you can find a link to the story in the Cord Cutters News, on Cord Cutters News in the first pinned comment in the show notes down below. All right, let's dive into the question of the day. Every day I try to answer a question or two here or in the comments. You leave me a question you want me to answer. Start off with something like a question for Luke in the comments, so I know it's something you want me to answer. Today, I get a question I've been asked a lot. Is YouTube Kids shutting down this summer? So that's been flying around, and it's a little misconstruing some news that broke earlier this year. On smart televisions, the YouTube Kids app is going away. So if you have a Fire TV or other device, the way to watch YouTube Kids will now be through the YouTube app. And what you will do is sign into your account, create a children's profile, set up what age range you would like that to be, and you'll be able to watch YouTube Kids directly on your television through the YouTube app. Now this brings it actually to more devices than it's ever been. On mobile devices, YouTube Kids will continue to be a standalone application on your phone and tablets, for example, on iOS and Android. But on smart televisions, they're integrating it into the YouTube app and getting rid of the YouTube Kids. For some reason, YouTube Kids has been very hard to find on smart televisions, driving parents insane. I know I prefer it when my children watch YouTube videos on the television so I can watch it with them and monitor what they're watching. YouTube Kids makes that a little easier too. You can block certain content, set age range content to bring age range friendly content. Now you'll be able to do all that through the YouTube app. So yes, the YouTube Kids app on TVs is going away. It's merging into the YouTube app on smart televisions, but YouTube Kids is not going away. It's still a standalone app on mobile devices, and it's still available on televisions just through the YouTube app. I hope that answers your question. If you have a question like this or similar cord cutting related topics, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to answer it. Well, that's it for today. Take care. Be safe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back again real soon with another video.